I think when I first played Jurassic World Evolution 2, that first video started with my own rendition of the famous Jurassic Park theme. This time around, I'm a little bit older, I'm a little bit more mature. I like to think I'm a little bit old. Well, I am a bit older and a bit more mature, but mentally mature, well, anyway. The point is, I'm relaxed, I've got a nice cup of tea, I'm excited to get into this. So all I'm gonna say, quite simply, is welcome to Jurassic World Evolution 2.
Jurassic World. This is where our story begins. A scientific breakthrough without any consideration of the consequences. So nature did what it does and unleashed chaos. This time, we were deeper into the illusion of control, and the chaos brought something much worse. And for a moment, we remembered how precious life is. Time has a funny way of softening our memory of what it's like to lose control. And ambition is a persistent thing. For the dinosaurs left behind, time was becoming immaterial. From miracles of science to assets destined for exploitation. Perhaps it's time we reflect on the true nature of nature. An endless cycle with one goal: survival. And this means that dinosaurs and humanity have to find a way to work out their differences. To us, a desert is a wasteland, devoid of anything but the most extreme examples of life. But creatures once thrived in these lands hundreds of millions of years ago. Given the geological history that we're dealing with, dinosaurs walking among the tumbleweeds isn't that much of a stretch. The current situation, where dinosaurs are running wild, is untenable to those in charge, well, those that think they're in charge. So we're left with a problem or an opportunity. This is where you come in. They've ignored my warnings before, but maybe this time with you, it's going to be different. I'm willing to embrace the uncertainty.
And the letterboxing goes away, and here we are. Oh god, my camera's moving.
Okay, I guess an introduction is in order. I'm Cabot Finch, Assistant Director of the U.S. Department of Fish and Wildlife. I know it sounds important, because it is, but let's not get bogged down in labels and titles and organizational flowcharts. I'll make this easy. You work for me. See, nothing to it. You'll be working with the experts. This is Claire Deering and Owen Grady.
And yes, we have first-hand experience with the dinosaurs. I'm the former operations manager at Jurassic World. Owen and I actually helped build the park. And unfortunately, we were there to witness its destruction. And this is Owen. He works with velociraptors.
You could call me a dinosaur wrangler, though officially I'm an animal behaviorist. I was just building a level of trust with them when this happens.
Okay. So we'll need to get a few things in place ASAP. Start with a response facility, equipped with both a Ranger Team 4x4
And a capture team helicopter.
Okay, so we're gonna be going through what I guess is a bit of a tutorial for Jurassic World Evolution 2, because I'm gonna be honest, I haven't played the first game in a hot minute. So this first episode of this series is probably gonna be a little wordy, and full of a lot of dialogue from the various characters and all that. But look, I'll be honest, I'm down to listen to Jeff Goldblum. That man could read the dictionary, and I would probably listen, because the way he just says things is interesting, is the word I'm going to go for. Anyway, we need to get ourselves a response facility, which is where we can get ranger teams to monitor dinosaur welfare and make park repairs, as well as a capture team, which will tranquilize dinosaurs ready for relocation. So this thing's going to have to go over here in this area. So we'll just go ahead and build it for just a measly $100,000. We have 3 million down at the bottom right, so that's fine. And then we need to get ourselves a backup generator.
So let's stay focused. Next step, building a backup generator. Then feeding the energy it creates to the response facility. And also make sure the building is connected to the path network. It only does us good if it's operational.
Well, there's a surprise. It only does as good if it's operational. That's fine. Let's get ourselves I can do a curved path. I don't know if I want to do that. I just want to do like a straight angle down there to connect this thing up, which is beautiful. And now I assume I'm heading out with a helicopter, right?
Trouble tracking this dinosaur from the ground, and even more trouble if we're lucky enough to find it.
Then the sensible thing is to take a capture team helicopter. You can trank it from the air.
See? I like the way I think.
Well, this is kind of cool. I forgot that this was even a part of the game, I'm going to be honest. Oh god, hello, we got a thing. Locate priority dinosaurs in the surrounding area by using the compass at the top of the screen. Approach the dinosaur and use R to switch to aim mode. When in aim mode, use the left mouse button to fire tranquilizer darts. Okay, so there's a dinosaur over this way that we need to go capture. He's just down there. This map is beautiful and looks kind of chunky as well. We might have a lot of space to have some fun here. Now let's see what we're dealing with. It says in the bottom right, it's Baryonyx. Okay. So if I use this, we've got our sniper. That's our boy right there. So first off, I want to take a picture of him because I can. There he is. Handsome. Look at the handsome boy. Oh, I get money for this. Okay, sure. Forgot that was the thing. Let's, he's lying down. All right, easy target, I guess. Let's just, boom.
Nice shot.
I got him. He's not happy about it, but I got him. I think now he's chilling, right? He's gonna chill. He's gonna pass out any second. Oh, he's slowing down. He's feeling sleepy. He's feeling very, very sleepy. I don't know if he is feeling very, very sleepy. Are you feeling very, very sleepy? I'm gonna have to shoot him again. Oh, we did have to shoot him again. Okay. Now he's...
Claire, this is Owen. We have it. Capture successful.
I knew you'd do it. Never had a doubt.
Really?
Well, maybe one or two.
Well, it's better than usual. I'll take it. Now, where do we take this dinosaur?
We have the enclosure. We just need you to deliver.
Hey, don't I always? Wait, you don't have to answer that.
All right, so time controls. We can pause time using space to take stock at important moments or plan out the facility. We can accelerate time using 3 to skip through processes such as dinosaur transport. And we can moderate usage of accelerated time to ensure problems in the facilities don't get out of hand. All right, well, we'll speed things up a little bit. We'll pick up this guy down here who is... I forgot that they just ragdoll, I'm going to be honest. That's kind of great.
What would happen if dinosaurs lived in the wild? It adds a whole new level of challenge. And perhaps opportunity.
Okay, so we're dealing... I'm guessing this is set before Jurassic World Dominion, right? That's not out yet. I think it's out this year. I feel like that movie's been, coming soon for a couple of years now, but obviously the pandemic was the whole thing. But obviously, Jurassic World 2, which, did it have a subtitle? I feel like it did. The Fallen Kingdom or something like that, right? I feel like, didn't the dinosaurs, spoiler for the end of that movie, but they got out, right? They got out into the wild. So I guess that's what we're kind of dealing with now. So you require a status check.
Ooh, I instantly recognize this dinosaur. Kind of hard to forget once you've been trapped in a room with one. We couldn't save that Baryonyx, but we can certainly help this one.
Okay, let's have a look at his stats. He requires a status check. We need to send a ranger team in to have a look at him. Oh boy.
There's not a lot out there for the dinosaur to consume, so we'll need a feeder inside the perimeter of that enclosure.
Hungry dinosaurs make me nervous.
Can't disagree with you there.
Okay, so we need to place down a feeder and make sure this guy can access it. So it's going to be, is it Piscivore feeder? Is that how you pronounce it? I've got no idea. But we can, I guess, put this in here so it kind of goes in the water. That's pretty good water right there. That's a pretty good spot for it, I think. So let's go ahead and put the feeder right about there. And that will hopefully let him... There we go, so we can access it. So that's good. Oh God, what are we doing? Why would they open the gate?
Of the dinosaur's health. Utilize a ranger team vehicle. Owen will help you get a status of the animal's overall welfare. Then we can plan our next move.
Do we really need that? A plan? I mean, I've always been more of a just make it up as I go kind of guy.
Tell you what, if this doesn't work, we'll try your way.
That sort of sounds like a plan.
Okay, so ranger teams provide the latest dinosaur welfare information via a status check. Construct park ranger posts inside your enclosures so they can cover all your species. Ranger teams can then be assigned to patrol ranger posts and will periodically status check all dinosaurs in range. Okay, that's fine. We need to, I assume, lock onto that dinosaur who is still out of range. There we go. So we need to status check the guy. He's missing fish, which is fair enough.
What we had on the islands, we still
Is
have
he?
to do what we can to get the dinosaurs more
He's not coming for us, right?
Surroundings here in Arizona.
Sunscreen and drinks by the pool? How's that sound?
Are you seriously asking? Or pretend asking?
Okay, Claire, how about we add some preferred terrain to their pens instead? Better?
All right, so we got to do a little bit of terraforming, I guess. We'll take this thing back over here and see what exactly we can do. I also love that it has a radio. So we need to make sure this guy has 95% comfort. Right now he is at 78%. So I would assume what we need to do is just give him some rocks. So, I mean, it does say, I think it did say when we hovered over, yeah, missing rock. So let's see what we've got. We got this thing, which is pretty chunky, and I kind of like it. So let's put it, say, there, which seems like a decent spot for it. Let's go for another one sort of next to it. I don't like that these can't sort of intersect. That's a little annoying because it'd be nice if they could, you know? But we'll do another one, I guess, sort of here. And we'll do some little small rocks kind of around the sides of this as well, just to make it sort of blend into the terrain a little bit. What about this guy? This guy would be pretty good too. Maybe right about there, and maybe at the back here as well, something like this one. And this guy is a little bit bigger, but I think we could probably place it, say, there. And that looks like it kind of belongs now, I think. Maybe just a little bit of foliage as well to kind of bring it together. We'll bring the radius maybe down just a little bit and throw... I don't know if that's working for me. That's not exactly what I was looking for. These seem a little bit better. It'd be nice if I could kind of place them by hand, but I guess I can't do that, which is fine, I suppose. But I think he has the comfort level he needed, right? Yeah, he's good. He's happy.
We've got to monitor these dinosaurs more closely. That means setting up a ranger post inside their enclosure. It sounds crazy, I know, but this'll work. Trust me.
So we need to construct a ranger post within the enclosure and assign a ranger team to patrol it. Now, I can't help but notice that putting this thing right in the middle covers the entire thing, but that's obviously in the water. I think we're just going to do it. Ooh. Oh, it makes a little island. I need to decorate that. I need to make that look the part now. So just a little bit of this, maybe a nice sort of big rock nearby would be kind of a cool addition as well, which I think it is. Maybe this guy sort of on the other side, just to kind of bring it together as well a little bit. So something like there. We don't have much on this side, though, which is slightly annoying. So maybe a little rock there and a little rock there. I think that looks okay. It definitely doesn't look natural, but that's probably fine. So what do we need to do now? Assign a ranger team to patrol it. So how do we do that? View ranger patrols. There are none. We can move the building. I'm assuming I need to click on you. I need to click on the ranger team, add a task, and tell them to patrol that. There we go. So do they just... Oh, they just head out. Okay.
I'm getting reports of dinosaurs running freely around the facility, Claire.
The reports may be accurate, but they don't paint a complete picture of our current status.
Angry dinosaurs on the loose. What am I missing?
They're not angry. They're simply acting on instincts. The more threatened the dinosaurs feel, the more hostile they'll become.
Especially if they sense survival is at stake.
But it is. Both theirs and ours.
Yeah, but only we know that.
Well, for now, anyway.
We'll start by tranquilizing one of the dinosaurs from the helicopter, and then have a transport team bring it back to the facility.
Great. Do it.
Okay, so we need to find a Triceratops, which is apparently in this direction. It looks like there might be 2 of them, actually. There's actually 3 of them, I want to say. That looks like 3 dinosaurs down there for sure. Can we put these guys in with the Baryonyx? I mean, I guess that's what we're gonna find out, huh? So let's lower a little bit, and let's see if we can't get a good photo before we go tranquilizing them. So we'll just take that. It's not a fancy one, but it is 64,000, which is pretty solid. So I'll take that. And now let's just go for this. And I don't know if that's gonna do much to him. So we'll try and get another one. I missed. All right, we'll go for you. I missed. Let's see. Did that get him? That got him. All right, and that one. Ah, we missed. All right. So 1 wasn't enough to make them fall asleep. But this one is going to go to sleep now. This guy is going to sleep with a nice 2 right in the side. And this guy over here is probably going to get one to the face. Sort of. But at the very least, they are now all asleep. So that's kind of what we need. So what do we got to do? We need to construct a new enclosure and transport the Triceratops to keep them isolated from other dinosaurs. So we'll keep the game going nice and slow. We could even pause it if we wanted to. And just simply go for, I guess, a nice fence right around here. I don't know how big this enclosure is necessarily going to need to be. But I would say maybe this, and we sort of just go across this way. And then we come up this way as well. And I think that'll be a pretty solid enclosure. Now, can I get this guy to snap to that point? That's probably pretty good. So how do I go about deleting? So I can delete this bit. And I want to say that's secure, right? I want to say that's fine. Have I... Oh, it's being built. Ooh. I don't remember if the fences had to be built like that in the first game, but that's kind of neat. I kind of like that it just gradually builds around. That's pretty cool. So we got all this going. We got that done, and we got that done. So we have the enclosure. We are going to need an entrance, which we already have. And now I guess we need to transport the Triceratops. So transport. Let's grab you. And we're going to send you over to your new home, which is apparently obstructed, which is kind of weird, but that's fair enough. We'll go ahead and grab... I wish I could grab multiple at once. Like sort of a click and drag would be kind of neat. But that's all right. We'll bring this guy into there. And we'll go ahead and grab this 3rd one as well. And we're going to need to get a lake. We're probably going to need to get some plants. We're going to make sure they're fed and all that. But we'll get the 3 of them moved into that enclosure. And that should keep them relatively happy. And while we're waiting, let's go ahead and bring some path down this way as well. I don't know if we need to do this, but we might as well. Might make us able to get around just a little bit quicker with the Jeeps and all that. Speaking of the Jeeps, actually, I want to check something. I want to see if you can, yeah, so you can change the skins of the vehicles. I don't have any right now, but I remember always setting the vehicles in the first one to be based on the original Jurassic Park Jeeps. And then the helicopter, I don't know what we could change that to, but that's pretty cool. And we can upgrade that as well. So looking forward to it. Let's get these guys into the new enclosure, which might, I don't know if that's going to be big enough for 3 Triceratops. But at the very least, it doesn't seem like we're interested in bringing in guests right now. So I don't know if it needs to be fancy. I don't really know what it needs to be, but there we go. We got Triceratops number 3 in there. We've got them all secured from the Baryonyx as well.
Overall, I'd say our operations are improving. I'm confident we may get a handle on this yet. But I'm also concerned, specifically about our biodiversity. Still, for now, let's focus on getting the dinosaurs safe and secure, as well as building some additional viewing galleries the DFW staff can use to monitor the animals.
Okay, so dinosaurs of the same species form territory around them as they move. Dinosaurs only consider area inside their territory when determining their comfort level. So territory that is not frequently visited shrinks over time to match the latest changes to their environment. So we need to ensure they have 95% comfort, and I guess right now we don't know how they're doing. We need to give them a status check. So we're going to need to get a ranger team in there. And we're going to need to make sure they're visible from a research viewing gallery, which is going to be one of these guys, which can just attach to the side of the enclosure. So I feel like it would almost be better to have this thing up here, because that gives us a really good view of the entire enclosure. But I don't know. I feel like here is going to be best. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to build that guy there. We're going to go ahead and get ourselves a path and bring it just sort of straight out there. And we'll go ahead and bring a path sort of straight over this way. We'll go sort of straight over this way. And let's see if we can't get a little curve going on here, which is not great looking. So maybe what we do is demolish a section of path. We can go back in and get another section and sort of get a little bit of a better corner, which that looks like it'll be. And that looks pretty solid. So that gives us a connection to the viewing platform. We can go ahead and demolish that bit. And once that's built, that'll be one of our goals in the bottom done. But let's go ahead and grab the ranger team. And I guess we could go for direct control on this again. That's probably fair enough. We'll go into first person as well, because I kind of like it. And I do want to see if the paths let me drive any faster. They certainly don't let me turn any easier. And it doesn't seem like they let me drive any faster either, but that's all right. I'm not really too worried about it. Let's just go ahead and get in here and see how the Triceratops are doing. So we need to lock onto you, and we need to perform a status check. So let's see what you're up to. You're missing ground fiber. Uh-oh. Oh, God. I don't know that guy's very happy. I don't know that he's very happy. Give me direct control again. Let's lock onto you. You're all right, bud. You're okay. Please don't tip us over. That would not be good. And you as well. Let's status check. So yeah, they all want ground fiber. They're all a little bit moody right now. So let's just get out of here. And I guess we'll try and make them a bit more comfortable. So, what is it they need exactly? Missing ground fiber. And I would imagine they're missing water. Yeah. So ground fiber and water are the two things that they want right now. So if we go in here, we can say add water. Contour lines I'm not worried about. Radius can be a little bit bigger. And I guess what we do is we'll just sort of create a nice sort of chunky body of water just about there. And we'll sort of take it back that way a little bit too, just to make it look a bit weird. Is that enough water for them? It is. It is enough water for them, I think. Yeah, 48%. They could do with a little bit more. I guess they like to, they like to hydrate and all that. That's fine. That will hopefully be enough. That's 66%. That's good enough. As for ground fiber, So leafy climbers. So this is just forest leaf and fiber. So let's do sort of some trees over on this side, because I think that'll be kind of interesting. Let's do some trees sort of over here as well, just to be a little bit interesting as well. Just, you know, makes it kind of fancy. There's a lot of ground fiber here. So let's put that sort of around the water, since I guess that's probably going to help them to just eat a little bit better. So that should keep them happy, and we'll bring a little bit over this way as well. And that looks all right. Maybe a little bit of a smaller radius for this bit just here. And I kind of like that. We've got some stuff we could do here as well. We could throw some of whatever this is into the space just for a bit of variety, and maybe a little bit sort of over here as well, and a little bit here, just so it looks interesting, a little bit different, you know? But I think that's them happy. It is. It absolutely is.
With so many of the animals running free, our priority has to be capturing as many of them as possible. We can coordinate our efforts from an expedition center. Get one built, and we'll take it from there.
Okay, we need to build an expedition center. And if I remember right about these things, these are basically where we send, well, kind of obviously expeditions out from. But if I remember right, wait, do we have visitors? No, they're all dressed like staff. This is not a park that people are visiting at all. If I remember right about expeditions, they are essentially things that are like, you send out research teams and they will do stuff. They will go like get other dinosaurs and all of that. It's a really good description. Oh, you get teams and they do stuff. Oh, they're going and doing stuff. Wait, can I control this helicopter? No. Okay, so oh, that's the arrival point. That makes sense. That would explain why I can't control it. Now, let's see what we're doing with this, because it is another helicopter, which is pretty cool.
I'll be able to track the dinosaurs, but some help would sure be appreciated. Claire tells me there are some candidates to recruit. Scientists. Hopefully you could find one as rough and tumble as I am.
You know, I feel like every character in this game that's from a movie is really good except for Owen Brady. I feel like, or Grady, whatever his name is. I know it's not Chris Pratt that they got for the voice, and it's not a criticism of the voice actor. He's pretty good. I just feel like he's a caricature of how he is in the movie. Like he's a bit of a lovable idiot in the movies, but he's I don't know if it's like, well, hopefully you can get a scientist that's as rough and tumble as I am. I don't know. I don't know about it. Let's see here. Scientists are key members of staff needed to perform specialist tasks. Browse the recruitment page to see which scientists are available to recruit. Scientists have 3 types of skill: logistics, genetics, and welfare. Each task has a set of skill requirements that need to be met by the assigned scientists. Oversubscribing a particular skill requirement will decrease the duration of the task. Okay, so we need to go to the control center. We need to view some scientists and recruit one. So we have a bit of a choice. We have a bit of a choice. So I feel like what we do is just recruit all of them. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of just want to recruit all of them. They're very expensive though. So maybe we'll get these 2, right? Because we have logistics and welfare and then logistics and genetics. So recruit you and confirm, and recruit you and confirm.
You seeing this, Claire?
Yeah, I sure am. This is our first live capture opportunity.
Let's not miss it.
We should assign that scientist you just hired to the task. Agreed?
What if I don't agree?
I think you're still muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Good idea. What do we got to lose? You know, except maybe a new recruit.
Interesting. Our operatives in the field have received an incident alert about a dangerous dinosaur. About a dangerous dinosaur proximity to the public. I feel like it should be in proximity to the public in the outskirts of Las Vegas. 2 injuries have been reported, and we need to send a live capture expedition immediately to capture and contain the threat. Let's do it. Let's see what we can do. So incident alert right there. We can, I guess, send both of you for a little bit of a duration decrease, and it's going to be a Stegosaurus from Las Vegas. That's an interesting phrase.
Before the remote capture teams return, we should have enclosures ready for the dinosaurs. Think of it as welcoming them back home.
I don't know if welcoming them back home is how I would phrase it, but sure. Let's go ahead and see if we can't maybe do a little something here. Now, I can't do this, which is slightly frustrating because I would very much like to be able to snap to this guy and have the next enclosure directly parallel. So what I'm going to do is this, and I'm going to do this, right? We'll go back. We're going to grab the fences. We're going to bring the fence straight out to about there. And we're going to just go straight across like this. And I guess we're going to go straight out from here to there. And that's perfect. So that means what I can do is demolish this guy, and this guy. We can go back in and we can connect up the paths. And then we can just go ahead and build the new enclosure, which will be a pretty good size for whatever we're bringing in, the Stegosaurus. So let's get some fences that go this way and this way. Let's get some fences that go this way and this way. And then they should just connect really nicely, which they do. So that's perfect. We're going to need to get ourselves a gate, which I guess can go, I guess right about there is probably fine for a gate. So something like that. And we'll bring ourselves a bit of a path along here as well. So that gives us a new enclosure for the Stegosaurus. I think there was a power problem, though. So if we look at operations, maybe not operations, operatives, no, power, probably. We need to make sure that this is all covered with the current power setup. So I think what we do is just throw another one of these guys in here, essentially. So right about, I want to say there is probably pretty good, or just like right next to this guy is also probably pretty good. So let's see if we can get like a little kind of line up there. That looks pretty good. So we'll build that. That should give us power for these fences. And it's a Stegosaurus, right? So what are we getting here? 4 Stegosaurus. Oh my God. Wow. We might need a bigger enclosure. That's a lot. Yeah, wow. Okay, so it's a herbivore. We'll transport it. We'll put them in there. We'll put another one there, and there. Wow. That's a lot of... Look a little bit. Look at him. Look at his belly. Sorry. He just looks really... It looks like a fat cat that's lying across like I don't know. That look... He just looks really fat. He looks really... I'm not making fun of him. You know, I'm not judging his life choices, but he does look like a chunky boy. Oh my God, we got a Stegosaurus right here. Good Lord. That's amazing. Can I... He doesn't look as fat anymore, but hold on a minute. I'm renaming you to Chungus. There we go. Actually, no, you know what? Thickums. There we go. We're calling them Thickums. That's... That's so good. That is so good.
Okay. Who's watching who?
I'm not following you, Owen.
Well, it's just like the dinosaurs are always watching us, so shouldn't we be watching them?
Yes, we should. Once we have the dinosaurs comfortably settled into their enclosures, we'll need viewing galleries.
What I'm saying. Only, you said it.
All right, let's get these status checks on the Stegosaurus done, which is very... Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, what? What? Oh wow, they just wrecked the Ranger team. I did not see that coming. Wow. Okay, So what are they missing here? They're missing, let's see. Their area is not that great. They're probably not pleased about that. Ground fiber, water, and ground fruit. All right, let's make this place a little better for them. So we'll do some water kind of just back there. We'll give them a nice chunk of water. Maybe bring the radius down a little bit just to make it slightly smaller. So something like that. Let's see if they like it. They do. 33%. Not as good as it could be, but they're kind of pleased about it. So we'll bring a little bit more in there. And they wanted what exactly? They want ground fiber and ground fruit. So in doing that, we're going to be looking at some ground fiber here. And then fruit will be these things right here, which is pretty good. So let's go for a bit of a bigger radius on this. And we'll just sort of do this whole area here, which actually does have ground fiber in it as well. So I think we can just kind of cover the entire thing with this particular type of plant. And then if we go in, we can sort of remove some foliage from the water just so it sort of stands out on its own a little bit. Now, do they like that? Are they happy about it? Not really. They actually want more ground fiber and a bit more open space. We might need to give them a bigger enclosure, which, I mean, that's doable. We can certainly do that. So let's go to enclosures and say it goes out about this far. And we'll say this one goes about the same distance. Bring this over and connect it. We'll let that get built because that's kind of important before we delete anything. And then once that's built, we can go ahead and demolish the wall in between and everything's going to be golden.